What up YouTube, Seth Gilbert here, and I'm going to do a video that no one else has done yet. I have no idea why, but I just checked YouTube and there are no videos so far that have introduced the new build of Windows 10, build 10,041, as it says down here. Alright, let's get started. So, first thing you'll notice, the icon of the start menu is a lot smaller, kind of like that. Cortana is just about the same. I think there's if you go, hold on a minute, if you go up here and go to settings, there's a few more, I think there's a few more settings. I'm going to turn that on. Help Cortana learn your voice to respond to Hey Cortana. You can, settings. Oh, I said it. Anyway. Hold on. God dang it, it's not gonna stop, is it? Okay, whatever. Well, I'm pretty sure there's a few more settings in Cortana. But, second really big change would be the start menu. Well, it's not a big change. I mean, they added a few things to the start menu, as in these three shortcuts. They added an arrow instead of a box as the full screen button. They now highlight where you can name groups. And the start menu is transparent, as you can see. It's not transparent when it is transparent, but it's not as good as when you have it full screen. So if you full screen it, it's a lot more transparent, as it shows right here. The App Store is a lot more different. It's a lot different. Well, I mean, it's a little different. Instead of an arrow, it's got these lines right here. And it used to lag, and you'd press it and it wouldn't show you all your apps for like 2 or 3 seconds. It would stall and it would stop and just freeze up, not want to do anything. But now there's also arrows right here, so you've always been able to bring these folders down, but I'm pretty sure the arrow is a new thing. Anyway, these three shortcuts, it's transparent. That's pretty cool, I think. Power button, still the same, power options. And if you lock the screen, if I could right now, I would show you how much bigger your profile picture is. It's way bigger, and when you restart your computer, the little circle, that little loading sign, is a lot bigger. And here's a really cool feature that I'm pretty sure they haven't had in any past editions of Windows. What you want to do, you want to right click on your desktop, click personalize, and go up here to change desktop icons. I'm pretty sure this is new. And you can actually take off the recycling bin now. I mean, you could do that before by going right click and click view and show desktop icons. It wouldn't show anything. But if you don't want a certain one, any of these right here listed, then just turn them off. Also, let's see, if you put the recycling bin back, click apply, and click change icon, you can choose any of these icons. It don't matter. You can have a disk icon for all they care for the recycling bin. You can have a Windows success, Windows fail, or Windows error, another Windows error. You can have a photo, a key, any of these. You can have a Wi-Fi icon for all they give a shit, really. I'm just going to stick with the defaults, but anyway, yeah, that's pretty cool. So you can have more customization, and if you click on these, check whatever you want, hit apply, and there you go. they appear on your desktop. But I just like the recycling bin. Allow themes to change desktop icons. No. I don't want that. Alright, so, yeah, you can do that. That's pretty cool. And they changed the Wi-Fi. The Wi-Fi menu. As you can see, it used to stretch all the way up here. Now it's only down here. And if you click Wi-Fi, you can completely turn it off. Turn it back on just by clicking that. You can also click airplane mode. Alright. See, as far as the file explorer goes, they haven't really changed a lot yet. They changed the hard drive icon, it looks like. They did not change the network icon, nor the PC icon, but they did change the quick X icon from a house, what looked to be a house, into a lightning bolt. So, yeah, and this right here, all it looks the same, pretty much. Now, as far as personalization and settings go, they definitely changed a few things with the settings. They definitely added in some settings. I'm going to check my Facebook real quick. Okay, no messages. They definitely changed a few things. As we go to settings here, it's all the same menu, but you go to update, Windows updates. You can now pin this to your start menu if you like. See? Or I can unpin it. And it's still there, but once you quit the settings menu, bring up the start menu again, it goes away. It may take a couple of tries, but it does go away. Alright, so in the speaking of the Windows Update settings, you can also now choose how they start up, how they install. I didn't see that you could before. You can choose, well, this was here before, but I didn't mess with it. By the way, it's better to have them slow, because that way it takes its time and it doesn't glitch or, yeah. So, it's just better to go slow. It's worth your time. Choose how to download updates. Get updates from more than one place. Download apps and operating system updates from Microsoft and PCs on my local network, PCs on my local network, and PCs on the internet. Alright, so there we go. There's the Windows Update settings. Backup, I think still the same. Add a location for the PC, blah blah. Backup to OneDrive on. Backup to my start layout, passwords, favorites, and other system settings to OneDrive. Recovery, refresh, remove everything, reinstall Windows, which is a reset. Go back to a previous version of Windows, which does not work, because once you upgrade to Windows 10, you're stuck with it, pretty much, unless you have a flash drive. Unless you have a flash drive that you've already created a recovery partition on through your computer, you cannot go back. Unless you have a disk and your laptop has a disk tray, or you have a bootable flash drive with a Windows operating system on it that your computer is compatible with, you can put that in, boot from it, and you can go back to your original version of Windows or whichever OS you prefer. Alright, so now privacy. Change privacy options. Let apps access my name, picture, and other account info. No. Let apps use my advertising ID for experience across apps. Turning this off will reset your ID. I'm not going to bother with it. Turn on Smart Screen Filter and check web content URL. Store apps used. That's definitely recommended. Show text suggestions based on what type and what write on the PS3. Turning this off will reset suggestions. So, like, I'm pretty sure that means for Internet Explorer suggestions as well, though you can just change that through internet options. Let websites provide locally relevant content by accessing language list. Location. If the setting is on, each person who signs into this device can change their own location settings. If it's off, location is off for everyone who signs in. Location is on, change. I'm not going to bother with it. Let Windows and apps choose you. Let Windows and apps you choose use your location and location history. If it's off, location is only available to services and mobile operators. On, I guess it's on, so I'm gonna leave it. I'm happy with it. Clear your history on this device when the location is on. Windows stores all of the locations that your apps and services have used in the past 24 hours. If you've let apps use your location, they can also use your location history. If apps already have read your history, you might not be able to clear that info. Check the settings for those specific apps. No, even if you limit or turn off these location settings, other signals and sensors might be used to find your location. Alright, good to know. Choose your apps that you can use location. Facebook, I'm fine with. Search, I'm fine with. And I have all my others turned off. But that's pretty nice that you can choose. Geofencing. None of your apps are currently using geofencing. Geofencing is a boundary around a place of interest, and apps can use your location to see if you're crossing in or out of one. To stop apps from using the location for geofencing, or fencing, sorry, turn off location for those apps. Alright, pretty simple. Webcam. You pretty much know what webcam's for. Selfie, you know. System settings, module, entry. Camera, yes. Facebook, yes. Skype on. Whatever other apps you have that have, God dang, I forgot what I was going to say. Whatever app you have that use webcam, just if you want them to use it, turn it off, turn it on, don't matter. Contacts, choose apps that can access contacts. Calendar, you can just go here and change the settings. Messaging, choose an app that will read or send messages. Change the apps of the settings of the app would probably be in the messaging zone. Sorry guys, if I am just going too slow, or I'm not speaking well, I apologize. I'm not that great with my speech. Speak, inking, and typing. Stop getting to know me. So if you don't want it to know you, apparently you can stop it from knowing you. Clear info from this device. Remove personal info used to help your device. And Cortana knew you better. God dang it. I hate that. That's kind of nice though. You can also go, hey Cortana. Hey Cortana. That's alright. Next. Let's see. Actually, what would be next is erase of access, narrator off. These are just all extra stuff. Choose a voice. So your voice, You can adjust it for your pitch, your speed. That's pretty cool. Cursor and keys, you can apparently not change that stuff. Anyway, magnifier, I don't use it. Tracking, you can turn, let's see. Invert colors, off. Start magnifier automatically, off. I don't want it. If you turn it on, you can change these settings. Tracking, follow the key focus. Follow the mouse cursor. Just don't even bother with it. I'm not. You can if you want, but I'm not. High contrast, choose a theme. High contrast 1, 2, 3. I'm not going to do it because sometimes it can mess, my screen being adjusted can mess with my recorder like it did before and just screw the whole video. All this I've done will be gone. That's what happened to me earlier when I tried to make you guys a video. Sticky keys. I hate sticky keys. Toggle keys hear a tone when you press caps lock, numlock, and scroll lock. Sticky keys is press one key at a time for keyboard shortcuts. Filter keys ignore brief or repeated keystrokes. I'm gonna keep, yeah, actually, I'm gonna turn that on. So, say if you're playing Minecraft and you want to sit there and teabag somebody, or you're in Call of Duty, you want to teabag somebody by pressing shift and shift and shift over and over again, it's not gonna pop up, do you want to use sticky keys? It's not gonna annoy you. Now you can change your pointer size. I mean, you could do that before, but what Microsoft is doing is they're actually just moving to the PC settings app instead of the control panel itself. So they're just moving all the settings in here just to see how it works. Mouse keys. Use numeric keypad to move your mouse and the screen. I'm going to keep that on. Hold down. Control to speed up and shift to slow down. Use mouse keys when numlock is on. See these settings right here? You can also just go right click on the desktop, click personalize, go erase of access. Gonna make the mouse easier to use, and you can do all the same from right here. Also, activate a window by hovering over with the mouse. That's pretty nice, except when you bring up your start menu, you'll try to type something in, before you know it, you won't be typing it because your mouse will hover over the start menu right here or another window by accident, and it won't type. That's what happened to me, and it was really aggravating. I couldn't figure out why it was doing it, and I went back and changed that setting and found out that that setting was just making me mad. Alright, so closed captioning, caption color, caption transparency, caption style, caption size, caption effects. I'm just going to leave all that stuff. Background and window, background color, background transparency, window color, window transparency. And you can just reset. If you don't like what you've done, you're not sure what you did, just go down and click restore to defaults. Visual options, play animation in Windows, show Windows background, of course, show notifications for 5 seconds. That's the least they have. Cursor thickness, so if you're a person with hard to see eyes, like bad vision, and for down here, you can't see whether it's there or not, so you know how, to type or not, just change the thickness, and that'll help you. Time and language. Time zone you normally set up when you first get the computer itself, so shouldn't have to worry about that. Date and time, just go down here. It's easier to access it this way. It's a lot quicker. Formats, Sunday, short date, long date, short time, long time, whatever. I think the long time is military time. I'm not really sure. I'm not sure entirely how military time works, but yeah. Country, region, obviously going to be wherever you're at, and it should already be selected. Again, when you set up your computer, that's usually what you go through. Alright, now let's move to accounts. Update my Microsoft account. So if you, say if you want to change the password or change the, no wait, that's here. That's in the sign up options. So if you click update Microsoft account, it apparently opens up your browser, and you can just edit it or reset purchase, basically info. So you can update your info is what it's telling you. Verify it. If you gotta verify it, I need to disconnect it. Change your profile picture. Browse down, create your own picture. So use the camera or another app you have. App and website accounts. So it'll show all the accounts down here on your PC. Sign in options. Options. Sorry. Apparently I can't speak English today. Create a pin to use place of passwords. Having a pin makes it easier to sign into Windows apps and services. Just give me a sec. I'm going to check my Facebook real quick. And still, no messages. Sweet. Create a pin to use in place of words. Having a pin makes it easier to sign into Windows. I already read that. Change password. Change your account password to sign into your computer. Picture password if you just feel like that'd be better. Add one. Sign in policies. Require sign in after you've been away. So say if you close your laptop and open it back up, it won't make you sign in if you click never. But if you keep on this, which I recommend, that way people can't get into your computer, then yeah, I would definitely suggest that. Your workplace, connect to workplace. So like, I don't know, if you work at Microsoft or something, that'd be good to have. Sync your settings to your account. That way, when you sign into a PC, say if you get another PC and you have Windows 8 and you sign in your Microsoft account, it remembers your settings. It syncs them to your computer, to your new computer. Other users, add a user, additional user account settings. So let's go into that real quick. Change the account type, remote user access, or accounts, sorry. Family safety, I don't worry about that. That's like if you have kids or other family, you want certain rules set, certain websites, just mess with that. Credential manager, well, let's see what it's got. Web passwords, wow. Facebook, let's see, name. Username, name, roaming, yes. Saved by Facebook. Aha, see? If you click show, you can choose to remove it. You can type it in. I'm not going to type in mine because I don't want you guys to see it. Yeah, you can access your accounts from here, apparently. Windows credentials, Microsoft account, virtual app, OneDrive, blah, 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 whatever you have installed. That's pretty handy. Alright, this is going to be a long video. You guys are going to enjoy it. Personalization, mainly the lock screen. You can choose the default. You can have a picture of your own. Click browse. Go to pictures. It should take you to pictures already. You can choose any one of these that you want. So there you go. Choose an app to display detailed status. So I'm not too sure what that means, what that does. Ask Microsoft about it if you want. Ask somebody that would know. I don't know, because if you go plus, then you can choose one of these. I'm pretty sure if you choose Facebook, it's just going to give you a bunch of notifications every time you get one. I'm pretty sure it's what it's going to do. That's what I'm guessing. Screensaver settings. So you can have a 3D text, blank, bubbles, Mystify, Photos, ribbons, none, 3D text, whatever you want. Alright. Just like any other OS, you can go personalize, screensaver, and access the same settings a lot easier. Don't even worry about that. Screen timeout settings, never, never, never. You can also go to the control panel, display, adjust brightness, change plan settings, and change all this. Additional power settings, right here, this is what I was talking about. Turn down your brightness when it's plugged in. When it's not plugged in, you can bump it way down, which I recommend if you have a laptop. I seriously recommend that. Windows Defender, real-time protection, off, because I have antivirus of my own that's better than the Windows Defender. Plus, the Windows Defender isn't active right now anyway because of my antivirus, so there's no use in having all that activated. So, yeah, you can go share. Share options. Show apps I use most often at the top of the apps list, which would be, well, actually most used right here. Items list 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's more than 5. But what if I go 10? I don't get it. I don't know. I don't know what that means. I'm just gonna put it to 5. That way it stays wherever it was. Choose your default apps: Internet Explorer, Google Chrome, Video Player. Choose a default. Windows Media Player, Photo Viewer. You click on the app, I think. Right, this is Music Player, Video Player, Maps, Calendar, Photo Viewer. Choose default, Windows Photo Viewer. I like. Reset to defaults. Choose default apps by file type. Choose default by protocol. Don't really know what that means. Set defaults by app. Tablet mode. If you have a touch screen and you would like all your apps like this, totally full screen with no window around it, then that's what you want. Otherwise, just keep it like this. Windowed. Alright? And you can also, I guess you can't change this. Oh, you can. See. Never prompt me and always stay in current mode. So I'm guessing never ask you? Always switch modes. So if you want to stay the same mode, like full screen or whatever it is that you set it to, it'll stay in that mode if you keep it on this. It'll switch back and forth when you put it on this, and it'll ask you if you put it on this. About. I'm pretty sure it gives you a bunch of system info. Yep. Change product key. Rename your computer. Manufacturer, Toshiba. Online support. Device manager, which you can also access from the control panel, by the way. This is where you update software. So you can go computer, or if you think your graphics card is out of date, update, driver software, search. And if it finds something, or if it doesn't find it, if it finds something cool, and if it doesn't, you think it didn't install, use the Intel driver updater, and it will install whatever updates you need. You can get that, go to Intel.com, search download, and it'll take you to Download Center, or no, search. Okay, once you get to the Download Center, I'm pretty sure you search update, and it'll take you to the driver updater and download it. Alright, network and internet. Same as I showed you earlier, manage Wi-Fi settings. Connect to Wi-Fi hotspots. Like someone has a phone, then you can connect to it if they have data. Airplane mode blocks out all wireless locations or yeah, connections. I mean VPN. I don't know what that means. Show available connections. I guess if you know what that is. I'm gonna check my Facebook real quick. No messages. Alright. Dial up if you still have dial up. Which nobody does anymore. I don't even know why they have it in there. Related settings. Show available connections for Ethernet. Change adapter settings. Change advanced. So I guess that would come in handy if you had a desktop. Use automatic configure script. No, because I don't bother with scripts. I'm not even familiar with them, really, that much. Alright, devices. Gives you your Bluetooth, connected devices, mouse and touchpad, typing, and autoplay. Autoplay. That is when you put in a flash drive, you can choose, which would be right here is a removable disk, a removable drive. You can take no action. Open it, view the files, ask me every time, so ask you what you want to do with it. Configure this device for backup or file history. Memory card, same thing. Do whatever you want with it. Typing, spelling, autocorrect, misspell words, so autocorrect is on right now, which I'm going to turn off. Highlight misspelled words, I'm going to turn that off. I'm going to turn this on though. Connected devices, if you're connected to another laptop or a mouse, like I am, I have a wireless mouse or a wireless keyboard is connected, that's what it'll show here. It'll show any printers, and you can go add a device, searching for devices. The heck is that? Oh, you know what? Oh, that didn't work. I wonder if it's my PS3. It could be my mom's computer or my PS3. And if you're trying to connect to another computer through Bluetooth like this, and their Bluetooth isn't on, and or you're doing it through a remote desktop, and it's not on, then you're out of luck. Alright, so there is the full settings app. So, as far as, what is that? Oh, filter keys. As far as notification bar goes, they haven't changed it really. They added 2 more items. They added Media Connect, and if you click on that, it can search for devices like TVs, computers, speakers. I think speakers. That's not considered a media device. I don't think. You can also go location, and it just brings you the location settings, which we've already been over. Task view. If you notice, there's no longer a bar here, and the new desktop icon is over here. And you can still open up however many desktops you want. On my laptop, because of the screen size, I can only open up 7. So, also, if you right click on the taskbar, click properties, start menu, you can turn off these. Store and display recently opened programs in the start menu. So if you hit apply on that, bam, these are all gone. And they're not there, and that's less that your start menu has to load. Store and display recently opened. Recently added might be the same thing. No, it's not. But, yeah, no, it's not the same thing. I'm going to keep these here, though. I'm going to keep these. Show suggestions and start menu. Not really sure what that did for me. But, whatever. Navigation, replace command prompt with PowerShell. You don't want that. Well, I mean, if you want, go ahead. But auto hide the taskbar, which means go down, you can bring it right back up. If you don't like it showing, Although it's gonna have this a little annoying line down there, and I don't like that, so I'm gonna keep it up. You could also go use small taskbar items to minimize what's on your taskbar, which I don't really want them that small. I like them. They minimized them enough. They shrunk them, and I'm happy with the size. Use peak. That's this. If you bring, I don't have it enabled right now through some other settings in the system. But if you bring your mouse down here, it lets you peek on the desktop when you have apps open. So like if I open my recorder, oh, it is enabled. Okay, just wasn't working. But if you go down here, you can view your desktop without having to minimize anything, which is pretty cool. Animations, as far as apps go, like if you open, I don't know, store, animations are still the same. You can minimize it, the icons in a different place, maximize it, or put it in a box, maximize it, minimize it. Basically it's all the same with the animations. Oh, you can also right click on the taskbar and add toolbar, new toolbar, or add all these. You can go search. You can disable the search icon, which is this, which is Cortana. You can click search box and it'll say this. You can right click again, click show search icon, and it'll show that. You can also, if you don't like the task view, you can just check off show task view button, and it'll go away. Also, if you disable the search icon, then there you go. It's like it's like Windows 8 with different animations, settings, and just with the normal taskbar from Windows 8. That's what you'll get with that. Personally, I like the search icon with the task view button. Alright, so Task Manager has a little bit different view on things. Not anything too noticeable. It is gonna change even more. You can still manage the startup slightly. I recommend downloading the Glarisoft Startup Manager. I've always used it. It's always worked, and I've always used it. It's always worked. I love it, and my computer starts up so much quicker ever since. Okay. I think that is about it. Oh, and some of the apps won't open, like music. It just keeps crashing. As far as Windows updates go, there are some that won't install. You can go check. The first time they'll install, the first and second time, and then once it tries to install the final update for the Windows Defender, it sometimes like it'll update, but it'll still say that it needs to update. So don't even worry about the Windows updates. All right. Plus, this is not the final build. Remember that. It's a third build that Microsoft for us to try out. Alright? So I hope you guys enjoyed. Like, favorite, subscribe. I believe this will be the first video to show on YouTube other than from Microsoft the build of 10,041. Alright. Catch you guys next time. Peace.